inside the Niger Delta.
Host communities of oil mining lease OML 25 have attributed their decision to shun a recent meeting with the Rivers State government to lack of trust and confidence in its ability to improve their lots. Speaking at a press briefing in Port Harcourt, leaders of the host communities maintained that the meeting was uncalled for as the federal government had successfully resolved the OML 25 dispute.
There seems to be no love lost between the Rivers State government and host communities of OML 25, which recently shunned a meeting with the government. The host communities, rather than attend the meeting to sign a general memorandum of understanding with Shell Petroleum Development Company SPDC, chose to brief journalists at the scheduled time of the boycotted meeting. At the press briefing, the host communities said there was no basis for the meeting after the federal government few weeks back intervened in the protracted dispute on OML 25.
It is a ploy by the Rivers State government to use OML 25 to patronize their political loyalists, associates and cronies at the expense of the legitimate stakeholders. Issues of OML 25 are within the purview of the federal government as it falls under the exclusive list of the Nigerian Constitution. We see the action of the Rivers State government as meddlesome and inimical to the fragile peace already achieved by the federal government of Nigeria. It should also be noted that in spite of our cry as a people, the Rivers State governor who claimed to be concerned over our plight has never visited the area nor sent a delegation to see the level of neglect, underdevelopment and backwardness of the host communities, which produces over 45,000 barrels of crude oil and 103,000 metric cubic feet of gas per day, amounting to billions of revenue accruable to the federal account.
That the state government is calling this meeting to set up the GMOU in collaboration with some SPDC motivated personnel to jeopardize or truncate and disorganize the peace that has already come to OML 25 communities, which are Belema, Ngeje, and Ofayama, respectively.
And we are not interested in the contumelious stratagems of the GMOU. Gentlemen of the press, we are here to air our views and our dismay over the ploy to take us back to the biblical Egypt. And we are stating that the federal government should live up to their bidding to ensure that the Rivers State government and their political infinitesimal cohorts do not strangulate the community forthwith.
After getting feuding parties in the OML 25 dispute to sign a peace agreement, the federal government recently sent a high-profile delegation led by Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timi Silva, to witness the reopening of the Belema flow station and gas plant that was shut and occupied by aggrieved host communities for over 2 years. While admitting that the federal government's intervention has sufficiently addressed their grievances, the host communities of OML 25 wondered why the Rivers State government was prying into their affairs.
We are surprised in the midst of all this. The Rivers State government, who are supposed to be a source of encouragement to this level of development in our community, in the Calabar Kingdom, in the Niger Delta, is now fanning the embers of violence in our community.
The OML 25 communities are happy with the resolution of their crisis. And today, the federal government is also happy that oil production has started. We do not know the reason behind the so-called meeting. We will advise the governor to rethink and stop that meeting forthwith. The governor is the governor of Rivers State. What he needs to do is to consult the communities in Rivers State on how to develop them, not to cause confusion between them, not to fight them, but to take their matter to the federal government where it cannot develop.
Host communities of OML 25 maintain that they will stick with the federal government's peace initiative and work towards the transformation of AKUGHA Kingdom.
We must join hands with NNPC, NDDC, and every other government to make sure that the place is developed. And there must be peaceful coexistence between us. I'm also saying that we thank Belema Oil for exchanging gun with jobs. For now, no Kola person is a militant. For now, no Kola person, no Kola son is carrying gun. That is the kudos we have given to Belema Oil.
While the Rivers State government is yet to react to the host community's refusal to honor its invitation to the recent meeting, Governor Wike had before this time insisted that his government's involvement in the resolution of the OML 25 dispute was without ulterior motives.
We have no role. In high-powered politics, people are playing the oil industry. So why should that not be shifted to us? So we have no role. Ours is. We will always advise communities, cooperate with people who are carrying out business in their various areas. The oil communities too should be able to respect the memorandum of understanding they have with communities. That will bring peace amongst them. The problem is, our share goes in there now. Whatever they have agreed with the communities, let them implement it. And that is all. If they implement, they will do their work. But if they don't implement, there will be another crisis amongst them. And then they will call government to come in. Ours is to make sure that people carry out their business in a very conducive environment, and which the role government will play.
Until the recent resolution of the OML 25 dispute, the Belema, Ofonyama and Ngeji communities, all sharing hosting rights to the oil facility, had embarked on a non-violent protest against perceived socio-economic marginalization. They have since resolved to give the federal government the benefit of doubt in its avowed commitment to addressing their plight, and would not embrace another channel of dialogue with the Rivers State government.
Inside the Niger Delta.